Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we escaped, but almost drowned, and we had a boss fight with the Spirit of the Sorrow. Really? You honestly want me to shoot? Okay. Let's give away my position, but sure. So yeah, so after fighting the Sorrow, there is something you get for that boss fight, but we can't currently look at it. So you need to make your way to the waterfall. Now be careful because the ocelots are here looking for you. Now I will show in a bonus video what will happen if you remove the transmitter. But anyway, try and make our way to that waterfall. Ooh, actually that reminds me, is there any dialogue on the radio I should be aware of?
The waterfall where Eva said she'd meet you is up ahead to the north. Head that direction. The waterfall where Eva said she'd meet you is up ahead to the north. Head that direction.
Snake, that river is inhabited by arowanas. The arowana is an ancient fish that lives in tropical freshwater areas. Because of its large size, I don't think you'll be able to capture one alive. Ancient fish like the arowana are living fossils. They've hardly changed their form since the Devonian and Jurassic periods. Other ancient fish besides the arowana include the coelacanth, the starlet, and the knifefish. Almost all organisms on Earth have evolved in various shapes and forms, but these fish have kept the same form for hundreds of millions of years. Baffling, isn't it?
Sure.
Well, I can see you're not interested.
Not at all. I love ancient fish.
Why?
They taste pretty good.
That area is known as Tycho Gorny. It means the tranquil mountain ridge in Russian. Like the name says, it's the most beautiful riverbank in the region of Groznygrad. If you go upstream, you'll come to a waterfall. I'll meet you in the cave behind that waterfall. Make your way up the river. By the way, Snake, do you have a calorie mate?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I'm gonna have this play out, but this was conversation I was laughing my ass off
Do you want
in the last episode because this happened during the Sorrow boss fight.
You want it, don't you?
I didn't say that.
So you don't want it then?
No. But if you were going to give it to me as a token of thanks for me helping you out, then of course I wouldn't refuse it.
Are you on a diet?
What did you say?
Calorie Mate is supposed to be really good for losing weight.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No.
I'm not on a diet, and I don't need one. I just wanted to try the taste.
Oh, sorry.
Be careful with what you say.
Yeah, sorry.
So, is it true?
Is what true?
That it's good for losing weight.
Yeah. Calorie Mate provides a nutritionally balanced source of energy, and it makes counting calories easy. That's what's supposed to make it good for dieting.
Oh, I see.
I heard that all of the geisha in Japan use it.
Geisha?
Yeah,
I've never heard about that.
really?
Yes. I'm sure there are some geisha out there using Calorie Mate for diets, but I doubt all of them are using it.
No, I guess not.
Alright, let's get back to sneaking. Now I could kill the ocelots, but I want to leave them alive because it will affect a cutscene. And in case it comes to it, I will have smoke grenades. There's the snake we captured earlier. We can't do anything with it yet. Alright, let's go in and meet up with Ada.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
I forgot the game saves at this point. I honestly forgot about the save point. I'll create a save just as a backup, and yeah, we'll continue with the cutscene. I forgot there was a save point. Then I want to end the episode because that would make this episode like, what, 5 minutes? So that would be incredibly short. So yeah, let's view this cutscene.
Want some?
No thanks.
Don't like snakes?
Not for dinner.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Matahari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you. When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
Sushi?
It's Japanese. I hear it's all the rage right now. Supposedly it's made from raw fish.
Raw fish? Just the place for my survival techniques.
What a thrill. The darkness and silence through the night. Snake? Thank you, Snake. What a thrill. I'll be your eyes from now on. I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. Thank you, Snake.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good. Snake, come here for a minute. There's something in here. It's so hard.
When did it get like that?
Hold still. Let me do it.
You know, I've been trained to do this kind of thing myself.
Just relax and let me handle it.
Okay.
I can't believe how small it is.
Yeah, but it gets the job done.
Really? Here, lift up your hips.
Like this?
Yeah. How's that?
You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, everybody tells me that. Hold steady, I'm not done yet. There, a transmitter.
Is that how they do it in the KGB?
Sometimes. Would you rather I did it American style?
But how'd you know there was a transmitter lodged there? That's some female intuition you've got. Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think? The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the 2nd floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you.
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. To make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Right, after that cutscene, there's a few things we want to do. First off, actually not the radio right yet. If you go to your camos and check your camos, in uniform, you're going to notice a new camo. Spirit. The uniform's camo. This is the camo you get for doing this Sorrow boss fight. You always get this camo off him. This is supposed to be a hint that there are boss camos. Alright, let's call the team and see what they have to say.
Snake, I see you've recovered your weapons and equipment.
Now I can finally go on the offensive.
Time to pay Volgin back for what he did to you.
Yeah, and then some.
But first, you've got to destroy the Shagohod. The Shagohod is in the hangar in the main wing of the weapons lab. Go back to Groznygrad, make your way into the hangar, and destroy the Shagohod. You can get back into Groznygrad by going to the end of the cave behind the waterfall. Head back to Groznygrad. The Shagohod is in the hangar in the main wing of the weapons lab. Go back to Groznygrad, make your way into the hangar, and destroy the Shagohod. You can get back into Groznygrad by going to the end of the cave behind the waterfall. Head back to Groznygrad.
To eat food, press the start.
That idea Sokolov had of planting C3 on the liquid fuel tanks. Not a bad idea. The fuel he was referring to is probably UDMH, unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine. It's highly flammable but difficult to handle. If you can blow it all up at once with C3, it'll take the entire weapons lab with it, no doubt. But that's only if you manage to plant the C3 in the right place on each tank. So don't screw it up. That's some bizarre camo you got on, Snake.
It's spirit camo. I think it was a gift from the Sorrow.
The Sorrow? But he's been... Man, I don't even want to know. Anyway, that camouflage seems to have some kind of special power. When you're wearing it and grab an enemy using CQC, you can drain stamina out of the enemy while choking him, and you won't make a sound when you move around.
Sounds good.
Tell me the truth, did you really get that from the Sorrow?
Yeah.
Hell, the Major says he's been abducted by a UFO, so why not?
What?
No response. So before we end things off, the first thing you want to do, you want to immediately head out. Well, first off, you want to immediately sort out your backpack because all your items get rearranged as a result. So let's just put everything away. Put these both guns because I can't remember which one is my lethal gun. Oh, really? C3. Grenades. Put away the food. No. Chaff grenade. Get the shoddy. Get this. We have room for one more weapon. Yeah, smoke grenade, why not? Alright, so before we end off, as mentioned, while you're wearing this, you won't make a sound, so enemies will not hear you. This makes it so that way you can easily sneak up on enemies. So now, while you're out here, the first and foremost you want to do, go back here, grab the legendary snake. This is the only time you see it out in the wild, and it's placed here so that way you can get it back. It also makes a squeak noise for some reason, as if it's a mouse. Because I believe most of your food, yeah, all the food you had on you is taken away from you. So Ada couldn't get our food back for some reason. I don't know, I guess the colonel, all the other soldiers, just ate it all? Let me check, is this snake a new snake? Nope, okay. Anyway, let's head back into the waterfall, so that way I know for a fact it saves. Ooh, these frogs. Capture one alive. Yeah, but this is actually not a bad place if you want to stock up on some food. With that, I think we'll save the game. And in the next episode, we'll go to Novigrad. So if you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this episode. And share the video so more people can discover my content, help the channel grow. And I will see you all in the next episode. Later.
Snake, you know the bridge on the River Kwai?
Haven't seen it.
It's about a group of Allied prisoners in Japanese-occupied Burma in World War II who worked together to build a bridge. Under the leadership of an English officer, the prisoners and the Japanese gradually bring the project toward completion. But at the same time, the Allied forces are hatching a plan to blow up the bridge.
War and futility go hand in hand.
I suppose so.
I didn't think you were the type to go for war movies, though.
Actually, this guy invited me to go see it with him.
A date?
I guess you could call it that.
Still, you just don't seem like the type.
Well, he seemed to like war movies. He was a Navy boy. I was still an intern back then. They brought him in with a broken leg. He said, when I'm all healed up, will you go see a movie with me to celebrate? If it's okay. He was so shy.
Where is he now?
With the 7th Fleet.
I see.